Hi everyone. The FA Cup final, Palace versus Man City. Palace won the game 1-0. Eze got the goal. I think Eze has had a really good season for Palace from what I've seen. Now I don't watch every single Palace game, but every time I speak to people that are Palace fans, they say he's had a really good season. So yeah, and Dean Henderson made a lot of good saves at times, and and I also think you have to give credit to the manager, Oliver Glasner. I apologise if I'm saying that wrong. Obviously, no disrespect intended. And I think this is a perfect example of you have to give managers a bit more time to implement their style of play. Because at the start of the season, Palace we started off really badly, and people were saying Glasgow needs to go, he should be sacked, and things like that. But the Palace board stuck by Glasgow, and now not only did they win the FA Cup, but next season they're going to be in Europe, and and they are 12th in the Premier League, and they could finish higher. So as I said, sometimes you just need to give managers a bit more time to implement their style of play. But obviously it's a case by case basis. In terms of Man City, they had all of the ball, they had all of the possession, but they were just lacking that bit of quality at times. I feel like sometimes they need to go a bit more direct with the ball, but 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 it just didn't work for them. There was a moment where Dean Henderson should have been sent off because Dean Henderson handballed it outside of the outside of the area. So I think on another day, Dean Henderson would have been sent off, and then that would have changed the game. And I think if if Dean Henderson did not handball it outside of his area, Haaland would have went around and scored. But but VAR decided that it wasn't. Honestly, how do we all feel? How do we all feel about VAR? Because I think it's ruining the game. VAR, but I don't understand something in the second half. Why not bring on Jack Grealish? Because I think he would have provided something a bit different. That's something that Man City could have needed, that they didn't need. I understand he might not have been fit enough to start, but if he's on the bench, surely he's fit enough to surely he's fit enough to play. So why not bring him on for the last 10 minutes or the last 20 minutes? But I just don't understand, to be honest. But there you go. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Grealish leaves in the summer because he doesn't get any game time, and I can't imagine Grealish being happy to sit on the bench for another season and barely get any minutes. But maybe I'm wrong. But as I say, I think sometimes Man City, Man City, Man City could be a bit more direct when at times. But what do I know? Just my opinion, of course. So let me know what you think of the game. I do think Palace deserved the win, obviously, but but at the same time, I think City were poor, and as I said, the times that they did, the time that they did create stuff, Dean Henderson was able to make some good saves. So yeah, it was a good day for Palace. And to be honest, when you have teams like Palace, teams that don't teams that don't really win anything that often, when they do, it means more. Because obviously Man City and Liverpool and teams like that, they win trophies pretty much every single season. So when they so when they so when they win trophies, it's like okay, we expected this. But when you have teams that don't win trophies all the time, and then they do, it means more. It means more, in my opinion. So so congratulations to Palace, and as I say, Oliver Glasgow deserves a lot of credit. Deserves a lot of credit. And once again, I apologise if I'm saying Glasgow's surname wrong. Obviously, no disrespect intended. Please let me know if I am. So thank you. So thank you for giving me some of your time. Have a good day. Stay safe. Bye bye.